Before you ever step onto a cruise ship, whether it's your first sailing or your 10th, there are systems already working against you. I've cruised enough to see how some passengers glide through their vacation, while others quietly overspend without realizing why. The difference isn't luck, it's awareness. In this video, I'll walk you through the hidden mechanics cruise lines don't advertise, from booking day to stepping off the ship. By the end, you'll know how to avoid the traps and cruise with control. This is Cruisify, where smarter cruising begins. Cruise ship prices change depending on where the ship is, not what the item is worth. When the ship is sailing, prices stay high. Everyone's on board, relaxed, and more likely to buy without thinking twice. But once the ship docks and crowds head ashore, onboard shops suddenly push port day specials. That isn't generosity, it's strategy. Stores know fewer passengers on board means fewer impulse buyers, so they quietly lower prices to move inventory while keeping the luxury image intact. That discounted item may still be overpriced compared to land prices, but it's cheaper than it was yesterday. Cruisify, move. Never shop on board during the first couple of days. Take a picture of the price instead. Check it again on a later port day. Most of the time, it drops. Experienced cruisers wait. Impulse buyers overpay. Early boarding sounds like a shortcut, but it often does the opposite. Cruise lines sell priority check-in as a premium perk. First on the ship, first lunch, less waiting. But in reality, all the priority guests arrive at the same time, creating a crowded bottleneck. Meanwhile, passengers who arrive slightly later walk straight through security with almost no wait. You're not paying to board earlier, you're paying to wait earlier. Cruisify tip: arrive after the first boarding rush. You'll board faster, avoid stress, and still get the same ship experience without paying extra. Cruisify CTA. If you want to cruise smarter, not harder, stay with Cruisify. This channel breaks down what cruise lines don't explain, so you don't have to learn the hard way. That unlimited drinks package doesn't have one set price, it has a reactive price. Cruise websites track behavior. Every time you view the drink package, click on bar menus, or revisit the page, the system takes notes. If it senses interest, the price inches up. If it detects hesitation, a small deal appears to push you into buying. That's why prices seem to change randomly. They're not random, they're responding to you. What feels like a flash sale is often just the system deciding what you're willing to pay. Cruisify's strategy: check the price once, then stop. When you're ready to book, use incognito mode or a different device. The real ship-wide discounts usually show up 45 to 60 days before sailing, not when the algorithm is watching your clicks. You adjust the thermostat, you wait, nothing changes. That's because most cruise cabin temperature controls are limited by a central system. The dial looks personal, but the range is capped to save energy ship-wide. Even if the display shows a cooler setting, the room may never drop below the ship's preset comfort level. Here's the quiet workaround. Go to guest services and politely say you have a temperature sensitivity or health reason that requires cooler air. No documentation needed. They can unlock the full range of your thermostat. It's not a hack, it's an accommodation they're required to offer. Getting an email that says you've been upgraded feels like a win, but it deserves a closer look. Cruise lines often change cabin labels mid-season. The room itself doesn't change, but the name and price category do. So when they say upgrade, you may simply be moved into a newly renamed category with the same size, same view, and sometimes a worse location. In some cases, guests are relocated closer to noisy areas like pool decks, theaters, or service corridors where crew carts move at all hours. Cruisify rule: before accepting any upgrade, Check the new cabin number on the deck plan. If it's under public spaces or near high traffic zones, decline it. Keeping your original room isn't a downgrade, it's protecting your comfort. Loyalty status feels rewarding, but it can work against you. Some cruise systems raise the base fare once you log into your loyalty account. Then, they apply a member discount that brings the price back down to near normal, or even higher than what non-members see. To make it worse, once you book using a loyalty promotion, the system may lock you out of future flash sales for that sailing. Cruisify check. Always compare prices while logged out and logged in. If the base price changes, that's dynamic loyalty pricing in action. True loyalty shouldn't require detective work. Casino offers on cruise ships sound generous, but they're carefully calculated. When you're offered free play, the system already knows your habits. Slot machines track how long you play, how often you return, and whether you keep betting after losses. Players who lose steadily but continue playing are the most valuable. That's who gets the best offers, not because they're lucky, but because they're predictable. Free play isn't a gift. It's an invitation to keep the cycle going. Cruisify advice: decide your limit before you sit down. Use it once. Walk away. Never chase casino offers. The system is designed for that exact behavior. Connecting to cruise Wi-Fi feels harmless, but it's more than just internet access. The network logs browsing patterns to understand passenger interests. What you search, which apps you open, and how long you stay on certain pages helps the ship tailor onboard promotions. Spend time browsing spa services? Expect spa invites. Look at watches or jewelry. You'll see targeted store promotions. At sea, data rules are flexible, and ships use that freedom. Cruisify protection. Use a VPN when connected to ship Wi-Fi. Avoid logging into shopping or loyalty accounts unless necessary. If you get a perfectly timed offer on board, now you know why. The safety briefing feels simple. Scan your card, watch the video, move on. But behind the scenes, that scan does more than confirm attendance. It records timing and responsiveness. Guests who delay, skip reminders, or complete it late may be flagged internally as higher risk from a liability standpoint. That doesn't mean punishment. It means visibility. Cruisify, move. Complete the muster drill as early as possible. It immediately clears your status in the system and keeps your cruise experience smooth and uninterrupted. Early compliance equals zero attention. You check your onboard balance bar leaving the ship, everything looks fine. But days later, a new charge appears on your bank statement. That's because some cruise accounting systems finalize adjustments after disembarkation. Towel replacements, minibar checks, rental items, or corrected bar tabs can be added once you've already gone home, when most guests won't dispute them. Cruisify final safeguard. On the last night, visit guest services early. Ask for a printed, itemized bill. Fix any errors immediately and request confirmation. Once you leave, your leverage disappears. Cruisify CTA. Cruising should feel effortless, not like you missed something. That's why Cruisify exists, to give you clarity, confidence, and control every time you sail. If you cruise, or plan to, stay with this channel. Smart cruising isn't luck. It's awareness.